Good evening, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Today we're gonna take a little bit of time to do a simple video this month. You know, I need a little bit of a break to recharge, but I do want to put out a little bit of content this month. I have been trying to keep up with, Twitch. I'm streaming on Twitch now, and also Twitter, Discord, stuff like that. So the other day I got a package in my mailbox, and I'm gonna spoil this right now. It is a video game console. It's not just a game. It's not my supply of dildos. It is a video game console. Anyway, I'm not gonna waste any more time. Why don't we just jump right into it? Alright, so I was very excited actually to get this system because I'm actually very nostalgic for it. It is actually becoming quite retro now, but when I played it as a kid, it was probably only about maybe 6 years past its original run. Anyway, we'll get this bubble wrap off here. And it comes in a carrying case, which actually was in very good condition. But yes, spoiler, we're gonna take it out here. I picked up drum roll. I don't have a drum set. A Sega Dreamcast. Yeah, I'm actually nostalgic for the Sega Dreamcast. I grew up with it. I had a lot of burn games for it. But here's the system itself, which was in great condition. I don't know how easy it is for a Dreamcast to yellow, but this one definitely did not have any of that. Carrying case also was in very good condition, like I said. At the bottom here we got some AV cords. Hoping to actually pick up S-video cables for that. Also got the power adapter here, which is non-proprietary. So you can just use basically any common AC adapter and it will work with the Dreamcast. We're gonna flip this case on over. And we have the controllers. Came with 2 of them. There's controller number 1. Good condition. The VMU also in very good condition. And we'll check out the second controller. Also very good condition. Also you can see a VMU in there, but we'll take that out and give a better showcase to it. And finally, this thing came with a couple of games, which I will show over here. As you can see, we have 3 jewel cases here. The first game is Hydro Thunder by Midway, which I will tell you about later in detail. The second disc here is the Dreamcast web browser, which I'm not sure actually works. You might be able to let me know in the comments. And finally, we have Sonic Adventure, which is getting quite expensive now. About 50 bucks for one of the best-selling Dreamcast games. Anyway, we're not quite done with this unboxing segment. I just wanted to show a few games that I had picked up over time before I actually got my system. Anyway, we'll start with Soul Calibur here, which I have been recommended multiple times, so I figured why not pick it up. The guy was willing to give me it $10 off, so I'll have to check it out sometime. I didn't end up playing it actually. And the second game is Samba de Amigo. As you can see, this isn't in great condition. As you can see, no manual. The cover is in black and white. It was actually a test print. But the printer I was using ran out of ink, so I wasn't able to make a color repro label. So yeah, me and my friend ended up checking out the system, checking out the controllers, the games, that loud-ass disk drive. Very nostalgic actually, how loud that is. That light, that little triangle thing that lights up, also very nostalgic. The controller is one thing I actually don't really remember too much. But actually, I see a lot of people saying that the Dreamcast controller is pretty mediocre. And honestly, I would have to somewhat disagree. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's even mediocre. I think it's actually a decent controller. It's like halfway between good and mediocre. The most obvious thing that it's missing is the second joystick, which was pretty commonplace by the time the Dreamcast came out, except for the Nintendo 64, but the most popular system, the PlayStation, had the dual analog. The joystick itself, many people complain about because it's hard plastic. They do try to give you a grip with these little, I guess, dots on the joystick, but it doesn't really do that great of a job of giving you a grip. But honestly, I didn't mind it too much. Just readjust your finger, and every once in a while it slips. It is a little bit stiffer than like the analog of the PS1 controller, which honestly I think I kind of prefer. It's more precise. Anyway, why don't we move on to the games here. The first game we ended up playing was Hydro Thunder. We tried it multiplayer, and we tried single player, just passing the controller around. And I gotta say, this game exceeded my expectations, honestly. I was expecting it to be pretty good, maybe a 7 out of 10, but we're talking more like an 8 or an 8.5 out of 10, which is pretty much on the level of Wave Race 64. And I was very excited for this game because I am a big fan of Wave Race 64. I reviewed it, and like I stated in that video, I enjoy the game very much, and I wanted to see how Hydro Thunder competes with that game, or in terms of, you know, racing on water. Now, in terms of single player, this game actually packs quite a bit of challenge. Even on the easier levels, you have to really focus to try and get first place, or to progress into the harder levels, you need to get third place. Multiplayer was lacking in one aspect, and that was you can't race the AI, or at least not as far as I'm aware. It's going to be one-on-one, and of course you can't play 4 people, so I think it was kind of missing there. I think racing with AI would have made it more chaotic, where this is more competitive racing action. But overall, I had a good first impression with Hydro Thunder. I stated a little bit of complaints. I do think the gameplay is very good. There's a huge selection of boats. My biggest complaint, arguably, is the dark levels in the medium and hard tracks. We had a lot of difficulty with those, and I just think the challenge isn't fair. But overall, Hydro Thunder, I would recommend picking this up for your Dreamcast. I had a good time with it. The second game we played was Choo Choo Rocket, a puzzle game, which is kind of surprising to see on a Sega console because they didn't make a whole lot of puzzle games. And I think they really hit it out of the park with this one. This was probably the best multiplayer game that I played in a while, honestly. Dreamcast definitely shined there when we were playing the other day. So the whole goal of this game is to try and lure the mouse into your rocket, and you do that by placing arrows that can go up, down, left, right, BA start, that kind of shit. The strategy and, I guess, party aspect of the game is you can place arrows anywhere around the board, so that means you can also you can lure mice into your rocket, but you can also sabotage other players, especially when the cats start coming out, because they will kill your mice, and you know, that's obviously a little bit bad. To score a point, basically there's a time limit, and when that runs out, the person with the most amount of mice will take off and get a point. The first person to get 3 points wins the game. It took a little while to get used to, but once we did, we definitely enjoyed this one a lot. I'd say even like a lot more than Hydro Thunder. I think this game was just better suited for multiplayer. The strategy is there. The party aspect is there. It's chaotic. It can be forgiving though, so it's not like one person is sitting in the corner not having fun because they can't do anything. There is some luck. It's kind of in the same vein of Mario Kart in that aspect. And overall, I think this is the best multiplayer game that we played on the system so far. Well, anyway, I just wanted to show you what I picked up the other day. Um, it was definitely a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to collecting more Dreamcast. If you have any recommendations, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Also, I don't usually plug, but if you feel like subscribing, why not do it? You know, I've been doing this for about 2 years now. We have 30 subscribers. We're almost at 50. We're getting there. We're getting to the first goal. Anyway, that's about it. Have a good one. Yeah, see ya.